Alright guys, my name is Ephraim or Poopy Gaming here today. Now before we start this video, I want to tell you guys I'm very happy, like emotional, really happy, because if you go on SoundCloud and look up Poopy Gaming, on my first song, I already have about like 1.5 thousand views on that. Then I have about 150 followers and about 66 reposts on it and like 105 likes on that song. And this all happened, it's been about a month now. That is insane. Now today I want to give you guys a special video. I've actually been only been working on this for a little bit and it's already sounding pretty sick. So right now, I guess the genre is bass house, but it's kind of like a more cinematic kind of a feel, kind of like what you would hear in a sci-fi, like a sci-fi trailer for a movie or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset this, and I'm gonna let you guys listen to this for just a second. And once it's over, I'll go ahead and let you guys view the structure and teach you a little bit about mixing, or what I know about mixing. So see you guys in just a sec. Alrighty, guys, that's this little intro, build up, and drop part of this track that I'm gonna start and finish actually pretty soon, because it's a very simplistic kind of genre, I believe. I'm kind of making up my own and experimenting, and that's what you want to do being a music producer. You want to experiment with different genres. So this is orchestral and bass house, because at the beginning, I mean, that part right there is something you would hear. Now we're gonna go through all the things from beginning to end and show you like all the elements of everything. So this right here, this is just a simple bass that I made in Massive. So I believe it's this one. Yes. So you just make a new sound. Add a performer on the fifth LFO. So change the LFO to a performer by coming over here, clicking on performer. Hold this down right here and just drag all the way across. Make it a 1-to-1 ratio. Amp all the way up this halfway. And drag this over here into your WT position, and you don't need 2, 3 the oscillators 2 and 3, you do need C tube or classic tube, and put the drive all the way up on this side, and you should have the sound basically. And also your wave pattern on this side needs to be like that, and the top needs to be lit up like that. And yeah, that's about it for that one. And you can have this one on if you want to. It just adds a little bit of something. I don't think I did anything with the filters. It's a really simplistic sound. So I added this automation to give it that movie, that like sci-fi movie trailer feel. And I did that by adding an EQ. And what you do is you come over here, you go to presets, and you click on the first one right here. And then while it's all the way out, you go ahead and you just right click this little dude over here, turn it all the way down, and just make it go up and then over. So it does this. So that's the first step of what I had made. Now on to the ARP. It might be a little hard to hear, but that's what's good about it. It just adds a little element to it. Now, this was made in Massive. I did not make it, though. You can just go to your browser, and then, I forget where it is, but it's some kind of ARP. I'm trying to find it, but I'm not seeing it. So you can just look through actually, wait, you just type in ARP over here, and then ARP Tweaker is the one I use, and I don't even know where it is. Oh, okay, yeah. So right here, I just have 3 layers. G3, G2, G1, 3 different octaves. So set it like that. Then you have this EQ, which kind of makes it get louder and louder. And then we have our first set of drums, which was pretty easy to make. I just took a snare, added a bunch of reverb, and took a kick and EQ'd that. So let's see if we can. Alright, here's the kick. I put a Soundgoodizer on. EQ, which you can just go to presets and click the kick. And this EQ, which takes out the high end, brings some of the low end up, and brings some of the mids down. And you just make a pattern like this. And then you have your snares. So this has an EQ on it. Take out all the low end, boost up the mids, and just have like this little dip right here, and boost up the highs. And a good bit of reverb. Turn up the low cut, have high cut to all the way, like turning straight left. Bring up the wet, bring down the dry a little bit, and the decay needs to be turned up, but not too much. So, and that needs to be turned down just a little bit. And then the kick will be turned up a little bit. So alright, the next thing, you slowly add in all the elements. So first things first, you're gonna have this. Oh, I'm sorry, wait. And then it moves on to the drums. And right down here we have a shaker, which I added an EQ on, and I just turned down the high end and the low end. So there's volume for the kick and just volume for that bass up there. So all together you'll have So I also want to tell you guys a little something that I did before we go ahead and head on to the next part. Right here, this is a tempo envelope. You just, at first it starts out on 80. And if you watch up here, okay, I'm still going, that's good. Whoops. If you watch up here, it slowly rises. Alright, this is the next part. This is going to be your melody, lead, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be your melody or lead for the drop. And then it moves on. Oh, sorry guys. My dad might walk in, so he just got home. We add a frequency envelope, which I have a compressor, sound goodizer, and 2 EQs. One to slowly bring the low end back, so it'll Alrighty, now we're gonna go ahead and check out the drum pattern. Which I just added the kick drum and the snare together. So you'll have your lead playing, and then I just have this random thing up here. So this right here would be 4 bars. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So so right here, in all, you would have. So what you would do is you would right click this up here, create automation clip, and just make it go up to 132 BPM. So it gets faster and faster. And then keep it on 132. And while that Alright, so we keep the ARP going, which the ARP has side chain on it, and we just have this 4-step drum beat. We have our shakers. No, that's claps, I'm sorry. Right here is our shakers. This has some claps, and then that, and then the whole, all of it together from there. We add another growl, and then it moves on to claps and shaker. Then we add a bunch of growls for this section, and we also add a little drum loop. And then it moves on to here, which we basically just copy and paste this whole thing again. But all we add is the same melody an octave higher, and then I just made it pitch up at the end, so it does it. So it sounds like this. Alright. And then you add in this one. And then you pitch it downwards. And then it basically just loops the whole thing again, so then it sounds like this. Hey.
Who are you talking to?
YouTube video.
Huh?
I'm making
talking to a video?
No, I'm making a video.
Okay.
Look, Dad, I want to show you something real quick. On my first song. That's how many views I got on it. I have 108 likes. 1.5 thousand people listen to my song. And 75 people reposted it so more people can listen to it.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
And I've only been doing this for like 7 months. So, I think that's really cool.
That is cool.
Claps and shakers. Drum loop again, and a little melody break bridge that we added over here. Then we're gonna go ahead and add this right down here, so So you lift this back up at the end so it kind of like cuts out the volume. And then that's all I have so far. The mixing is pretty easy. Just add sidechain. The main things you want in your mixing is sidechain, compression to make your sound fatter. Sidechain will leave room for your kick so it's not all a big bundle of things, because if you have one piece of paper and it's getting in the way of the other piece of paper, you gotta cut some of that other paper so you can see the other piece of paper. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said. But yeah, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But yeah, making this was not hard at all. You just have to put your mind to it and put forth effort to try and create a great song, because as I just showed my dad, look at that. That's insane. And I got a bunch of more people. And people won't stop following me and reposting and liking this song. And it was my very first song too, which is insane because I've gotten way better since. So I'm gonna see if I can get the same thing, going again with this song that I'm gonna be uploading after a while of getting it perfect. And before I end this video, I want to go ahead and just add some effects to this. So packs SFX. So you can just add some random effects into it. So, add some random effects into it. Turn down the volume. And then so add that all the way to the front. Add this to the 10th track in your mixer. Add gross beat. Click sidechain, right click all these dots right here. I add them about every 2 because you don't want them all over the place. Add a little bit of nature into this song. So here we go. We got some sound effects. Turn that down, definitely. Yeah, right. Just make your ears explode. not like that. So basically in my genre that I've made here, orchestral bass house, add a lot of quirky kind of sounds, some weird sounds, and yeah, that would be that's basically it for now. I might make another video on how to make a break, which would be from like about here to here, and like how to make your second drop. You know, all that stuff, just continuing on with the song and, you know, all that stuff. So, let's see, how long have I been going? 27 minutes, wow, okay. Alright, I'm gonna end it off. You guys, please go on SoundCloud and look up Poobie Gaming. It would really help me. Look at this, we're fixing to have 1.5 thousand people. Look at that. In the last 24 hours, we've had 1.4 thousand people listen to my song. Now, it would really help if you just listen to the song. I don't care if you subscribe or anything like that, like and share. That doesn't really matter to me. But, I mean, I would really appreciate it if you would help me, because I'm an up-and-coming producer and hopefully soon sell songs and all that stuff. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.